Hello everybody and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name's Colleen and today I'm looking at a frosty winter forest island as described by Sparksby herself. Well, I kind of got ahead of myself, but designed by Sparksby. You may know her because she's been making amazing YouTube videos for Animal Crossing for much longer than I have. I absolutely love her videos, and I'm super excited that I'm able to do one of her islands for a video tour. Here we can see the map, which looks amazing in my opinion. All of the awesome villagers. Now I did watch her video beforehand just to get a little bit of an idea of like the thought and everything going into this. And I guess their houses themselves actually matched the theme really well, which you'll notice is kind of the white and blue. I'll try not to repeat a lot of what she said in her video so that I'm not just doing the same thing. But I do recommend going to watch hers because there's lots of cool information about why she decided to do what she did. And overall, just I think watching the person who made the island do the tour is always really nice. So head over there. I've got it linked at the very end. But here you can see me going where I'm not supposed to go. But this is Fang's house. Absolutely love that little area. And just the idea of having it right at the front too, like not a lot of people do that. I just think this entrance is so gorgeous. And with any of the other islands that I've seen by her, like the cliff sides and just the transition areas are always decorated just immaculately. It's always gorgeous. Never fails. So I'm really not surprised that this is so pretty. So we're moving into this cute little skating area. I know there's another little skating rink on the other side of the island that we'll see a little bit later. But I just think it's so cute, and that custom design for the ice is like really good too. And I love the little like cafe area. Just looks like you get a little hot chocolate, you know. I truly was not sure what to expect was in this gift, to be honest with you, because of where it was located, but it is literally perfect and makes for the cutest little pictures. Like, are you kidding me? Although I kept accidentally hitting the ducks too, and I didn't realize that they make a sound when you do that. I'm really bad for not interacting with items, and then I'll like never know that they do things. Like for the longest time I didn't know that the mixer mixed. Come on. Going back to my book. I'm just running along the beach, seeing what's going on over here. Now it is funny because I mean technically I have met Flurry because I've had her on multiple of my islands. Actually, I can't remember if Flurry was also on Equilibrio. That is another island that you should check out by Sparksby. It's like divided into the 4 seasons and it's super freaking cool. There's like a whole story at the beginning of the oh, it's perfect. It's so good. I will not spoil it though. You need to go watch it. Now, how amazing are those little snow angel custom designs? Like, people are so talented, I tell you. Always getting stuck near a tree. Alrighty. Get a good shot. Oh yeah, I was doing my like half camera flick shot, that I talk about all the time. And also, I probably should have mentioned it, but I couldn't use the pro camera this whole time because I I had restarted my island without really thinking that I needed to record video. And then I realized I couldn't dream. So I don't have the upgrade for the camera yet because it wasn't an option because the plaza was still getting upgraded. But luckily I was able to do this at least a few days after I had asked if I was able to, but hey, better late than never. So I've kind of been talking that whole time. But beforehand, you could see a really nice transition area again, like I had mentioned. Just beautiful decorating on the sides of the cliffs. And then now we're in the little shopping district area. We've got the Able Sisters and the Nook's Cranny. Kind of like how this is all separated from everything else too, and like it's all pavement, which I can't quite remember like how much the brick is used elsewhere on the island, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it wasn't too much. I hope I'm not making that up. That would be embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure a lot of it is there, which just makes it seem like everything else is a lot more rural. Rural. That's a tough word, huh? Gonna leave that in for anyone who also struggles to say words with double R's like that. It's kind of rude, honestly. Not rude of anyone in particular, but just like of the English language. So here's me trying to figure out where to go, which it's honestly so clear because the way she set up this island, you don't have another way to go really, unless you're going backwards, which is super helpful. So thank you, because I get lost a lot. But I don't know, I really second guess myself sometimes. I love this little campsite area too. And like all of the little, I think it's like the kids' tent items. I've mentioned it before, I'll say it again. I love when that's included too. Just makes it look like a much busier campsite aside from just like one person visiting. I really do wish that the kids tent though like was something you could interact with and like go into, or even if it was like with Pocket Camp, like how just the villagers can interact with it. I would be even cool with that because it would still look cool. Love that little sitting area. And that custom design that's underneath the log is like, I know I've said the word perfect so many times. I'll say it again. It's perfect. It's just the tiniest little touch, and it makes it look that much more of like a frosty winter forest. If that's not how she exactly described it, I'm gonna be a little bit embarrassed. But I still think it's an accurate description, so I'll stick with it. Not really sure what I was waiting for that picture, but it looked like a perfect time. I honestly might have been waiting for the snowflake to turn a certain way. I would not be surprised. All right. Make my way down the path. Got a little wood cutting area. The storage shed is just such a good item. I think I mentioned it. I don't know if it was the last video before. I've never even had one on any of my islands because I get too impatient and then I restart before I can get it, but I do love the item. I'm just not a keeper of the item. Look at all those volcanoes. I mean, I know they're like mountains in this case, but it looks so good. I think in her video she said it was 7 a.m. when she saved the DA, which is why it looks so pretty. But I also just love the actual day that was chosen because there aren't always clouds like that. But in the winter, I think is the only time that you get those ones, and like they look so nice. I can't remember if they're the cirrus clouds or not. Could be wrong. Look at this little cute sleigh riding area. Again, love the villager choice for the outside of the home because it matches perfectly. And again, like just her outdoor decorating is just so good. Like you wouldn't even think twice about it, you know? Like seems like it's already included in the game. And there I am demonstrating what you can do with the balloon. That's also something I didn't realize you can interact with for the longest time. I was happy enough just being able to hold the balloon. I didn't know you needed to, play with the balloon. But yeah, see, like, look how gorgeous the clouds look. It's like perfect for this. I love all of the snowmen that are placed, or the snow boys. I can't remember what they're actually called for the items, but I love how they're placed all around the island too. Okay, so moving along, following the path that was given to us after I take this picture. Honestly, pretty impressed that I fit perfectly behind that tree still holding my balloon. Didn't have to compromise anything. I love the little addition of the purple flowers, and I do go look at it. Well, I say shortly, I don't fully remember when it was, but I will show you, and it's very fitting. But look at this peninsula. It looks so good. And it just makes it look like there's so much more space. I feel like I haven't been using mine properly. Something to work on for my new island. I also just like how simple the beach and like the rock decorations are. I just feel like it fits the theme really well, honestly. And I also love this little stargazing area because it's just so simple, but you get a perfect shot of the sky and those pretty clouds that I was mentioning. Alrighty, moving along, heading back to where I was supposed to be going. I love that little layout for the houses too. I almost forgot to mention that. Oh, I guess I didn't stop by the flowers. Well, I'll be damned. They look cute though. They just match the house better and they match the villager, so. I'm also a bit biased because purple is my favorite color, but we'll just pretend that that's not a part of it. I love the little sparkler items. I just wish that we could do like other little shapes and stuff with them. I think that would be pretty cool. I think I've been using the word cool a lot. Maybe it's because I'm on a winter island. That could make sense. This little land bridge area is so cute. The log stakes are not used enough, in my opinion. I think they're like one of the ultimate quote unquote fencing options for land bridges. I think they just like seem like they belong a little bit more for some reason. I might be alone on that, but that's okay. We'll say hi to Mary really quickly. I honestly don't know if I'm real Mary. Just a really cute use, again, of the kids' tents and also the bistro tables. Those are obviously a top tier item. And again, like I love how simple this is, and those vases look so good together. Side note, that's why I paused for a second as I was exiting the dock. I was like, that looks really good. Alrighty. Following the path that was given to me. There's the other little skating rink up there again. Had to get the balloon in on the photo action, you know? Get everyone involved. And here we have arrived at the lake. As you can see, there's windmills in the background. And it's like just the perfect size where it's not taking up like a huge chunk of the island, but long enough where you can't really see the end of it. It's like just, again, perfection. Again, some matching flowers. Oh yeah, me being a little sneaky one, getting some different pictures. I think I had a problem hiding myself for this one because of that balloon. So I just ended up joining in on the picture. Like fully. I completely gave up on my original game plan. Alrighty. Again, following the very helpful paths. That's how I found that ladder. Otherwise, I probably would have missed it. And now we are up at Sparksby's house. Where I guess her character's name is Malin, which is, I believe, her actual name. I really hope I said that right. If not, I'm super sorry. I'm trying my best. Now the aesthetic that she went for in this house like carries through in every room so perfectly. You'll have to wait to see because you can't really judge it just off of this one room, but like the sort of sloppy vibe. Lots of use of those curtains too, which I love. I think they're technically like, aren't they like shower curtains or something like that? I actually can't remember. Big surprise. So we've got a cute little kitchen. Got some preserves, some food set to the side. I like having the mop out in the middle too. It's very realistic. Into the bathroom. Again, following this color scheme for the island. I love that divider too for like the little toilet cubby. I love that partition wall so much. That's not what it's called, I don't think. Nope, it's a wooden partition wall. At this point, I should just do a video of me guessing the names of items because that could actually be kind of funny. Oh, look how cute this is. It gives me like cold winter, like slumber party with your friends. You made little forts, you know, that sort of thing. I used to love making forts when I was younger. I mean, I still do, I just do it for my dogs. I could probably put that in quotations because it's probably still technically like for me, but I'm just letting my dogs go in the fort, you know? I just love the color scheme and like all of the choices for like the rugs and the flooring and the design on the bed as well. It just all fits together so nicely. All right, and now we head into the basement, which it's actually just a basement, like it's a basement's basement, you know? And it's so well done because it really does remind me of my basement in childhood. You know, like the type of basement where you're like kind of scared to go down there. You like run up the stairs, you know. Not as if I still do that. That would just be silly. It also makes me remember the movie, and I don't know how many people would have seen this, but The Brave Little Toaster. That's what it also reminds me of. And if you've seen it, shout out. You know how good it is. It used to scare me a little bit when I was younger. definitely got over that fear. Just all I'm saying is that there's no way it wasn't supposed to be a little bit spooky. But anyway, changing subjects. We are back outside now. I did almost walk the wrong way, but then I remembered. So here we are, just in another beautiful transition area. Got another little gift. I drop it because for whatever reason I feel like the open should have been the first option, which I can see why it's not, because if you're trying to give people gifts, you could very easily open them by accident, and then if you don't have any more gift wrap, you're kind of screwed. But I always drop them, and yes, I do want hot chocolate. Thank you. I actually really do now, actually. That sounds really yummy. And it is by no means cold where I am, but I just really like hot chocolate. Your character was very cooperative for those photos. Thank you. I don't know if you talked to her or anything beforehand, but just really appreciate that. Sometimes you got them running out of frame. Other times I just completely forget and it's my fault. So as you can see, really wanted to be in this particular picture. So I just kind of tracked it for a little bit because I thought it was really funny. Also, the camera swinging back and us just standing there not moving made me burst out laughing when I was recording this. Just look how pretty that cliffside is with that waterfall. Literally perfect. Truly, the addition of those vines into the game were one of the best things ever. Because you don't realize until you get them how empty the sides of the cliffs looked. Well, I mean, I guess we did notice because a lot of people were using cymbal panels and everything to make it look a little bit more full. Or hedges or topiaries, whatever it might be. But I still stand by it. The vines make a huge difference. I also love that customization for the gazebo. Whoa, bro, calm down. I forgot that he was freaking out when I talked to him. I somehow almost missed this too when I was running through before. Just a cute little food stand setup. Love the loading tricks and everything there too. That's also something that I never do, and I really need to. Because the more islands I see that use them, the more I'm like, dang, why have I never bought a truck? Because truthfully, I really don't think I ever have. But of course, again, because I'm bad at interacting with things, didn't realize you'd be able to, customize the side of it or anything like that. So now that I know that, it makes a huge difference. Oh yes, and I wanted to run around this side of the entrance just so I could get a better picture of how beautiful this is. Please enjoy this epic failure of a moment too where I thought I would be able to get out of the frame. So I went to blow my bubbles for the picture and then that wasn't in the frame. So then I had to completely reposition myself. That being said, completely worth it because I think the picture's super cute. But anyways, here's a little sped up moment of me running back to the beginning. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I wanted to just take a moment to point out how cute this custom design is. Those little paw prints in the snow, are you kidding me? They're so precious. And at the beginning when I was walking through, for some reason I hadn't taken a picture, so when I was coming back, I'm like, I need to make sure I mention this because like it is just so well done. It is so cute. Such a good little touch. Not to mention, so many of the villagers would just have those little tiny little footsie prints, anyways, so it's perfect. So, as you can probably tell, since I'm back at the entrance, that means we're nearing the end of the tour here. Just talking to Fang really quickly. But again, to Sparksby, thank you so much for letting me tour your island for a video. It was absolutely beautiful. I love seeing the different ways that you're able to decorate the transition areas and making everything seem so full. And to everyone else, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you being here. If you want to like and subscribe, I really appreciate that too. It helps me out and it's free. Isn't that wild? And if there are any other islands that you would like to see in a video, feel free to link them below. I would love to take some suggestions because I'm sure that you all have some amazing islands that I've never seen. But that is about it. So, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.